and I'll be back. I do not know. Whew. I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Fun bits. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. This is my second live for today, and I try to do many lives as possible because of just the way that YouTube is. Do anyone like YouTube a tiny bit, a little bit, medium? Do anyone like YouTube a tiny bit, a little bit, medium? Or we just not gonna say nothing? Okay. Well, I've been looking and I've been hearing people talk about Hurricane Katrina 20 years ago. Now, I can speak on that personally. My mom, my biological mom, and my stepdad. It is a river behind their house. They lived there for years. It never flooded before, but when Hurricane Katrina came, I was in my own place. I wasn't married then. Their house got flooded out. Everything flooded. She lost it, my baby picture. She lost it, her clothes. Can you give us a life, especially some advice, please? hold on one second. So in that process, she was very upset because when she went to church, normally she would be in a church dress. Um, so when she went, she was in pants that Sunday, and so she was very upset, about she basically lost everything in that hurricane, you know. I wasn't married then, so my stepfather and her, I remember them bringing me some MREs. They went somewhere, I don't know where they went. I was in my own place, and they brought me some MREs, juice and stuff, and I was glad to have it because I had two small kids at that particular time. And then also, a few years ago, it was someone else that I met. It was this particular lady. I forgot her name. Yeah, I see you. Deleted. Hi. She told me that she lived in New Orleans and it was flooding, and her wife, but this is what she told me, you know, her and her wife, they had to go on the top of whatever they was living at. And I said, well, who saved you? She said the military had to come in, they had to come in a boat, had to come rescue. So I know a lot about that. And my mom, she would come over to I was in an apartment then, a duplex apartment. She would say, oh, your place is dry. My place is all wet. She would tell me that every time she came over to my place. And they had, the way how they made it, my stepdad and my mom, they was buying that house. So they didn't put their house up for rent. They had to rent a RV, and that RV stayed in the front of their yard for years. And the neighbor on the side of them saw they was doing it. They started doing it. The lady across the street from us, they started doing it. So Katrina, yeah, I see, people be talking about that on YouTube. I can talk about that. And when I would go over there, I would go in through the living room. I had dry it out, somewhat. I wouldn't go any farther than the living room. The house, it was gone. It was gone. So let me go back to y'all questions. Can you give us a life expectancy, some advice, please? Okay, now what do you mean? I don't know if you're still on here. Look like you are. What exactly are you talking about? Y'all can like, comment, share, subscribe. I would appreciate it. So also, what I want to talk about is something that's deep and meaningful to me. How should I put this? I'm gonna talk about my side of the family first, and then I'm gonna speak on my husband's side of the family next. Please don't take what I'm saying in the wrong way. Okay, we have a family house. It's a house where my grandma and granddad, they bought, it's in the city. I'm not going to say where. The house is paid out. Well, my mom told me that it was another old house. Granddad tore that down and had another one built. But the thing, what I want to say about that is it's paid off, but every year, even though the house is paid off, you're still going to have taxes. Well, we know that. Anybody that's paying for a house know that. Okay, so the thing, what I wanted to say was this. My uncles have went through divorces or separated from their auntie. They went back to that house. My auntie, when she went through whatever it was she was going through, she went back to that house to get them a head start. They was working, they could save money or whatever and go on and buy them another house, So I thank God for that, because when we mess up in life, our family, we have somewhere to go to. Nowadays, a lot of people, and I'm not looking down on y'all, I swear I'm not. They don't have anywhere to go. Some people don't even have relatives, family, whatever you want to call it. And then some people, they're living in RVs. And I know they don't want you living in RVs nowadays. They call it homeless, I'm not knocking that. So that's my side of the family. Now, my husband's side of the family, his mom bought her house. It's paid off or whatever, ever. You know, it's a well. She got a well to the house. It's city water. So when she get tired of paying that bill, she can switch over to the well. But it's where they can survive. The number one thing that y'all are gonna need to survive is gonna be that water. Y'all gonna figure that out. And I thank God that the family houses are there. So if you make a boo-boo in life, because if you move to a hotel or a motel, those people are not gonna work with you. You don't pay them that rent, I call it rent, they gonna put you out. I know what I'm talking about. I experienced firsthand on. They gonna put you out of there. You don't believe me? Try it. But have somewhere else to go. But I just said that because I know I'm just looking at the blessings. They saw something further on down the line that we couldn't see right now. And I thank God for that. Because some people are living in storage facilities. Like I said, I know someone who worked at a storage facility place, and she told me that it was two women they was living together in there. I don't know if they was mother and daughter, girlfriend, wife. I don't know. That's not my business to know. I don't know. I know two women. I don't know. It's families living in there. And so I just thank God, that we have family places, a family house resident to actually go to. Yeah. Because a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people, their mom was raised in the project and that's where she died. And they had to break up, had to get their own, And then some people never did get their own. They just go through the project and they tear down a lot of the projects. That should have been a wake-up call. But I'm not looking down on nobody. Trust me, before I got married, I used to live in the projects. Trust me, I used to be there. Okay. But I just had to say that it's truly a blessing. I can see the blessing because me and my husband, well, we was living at, I'm not going to say, but before we got this apartment, we had to live in the family house. And I'm glad it's there. Y'all just don't know. For about 4 days. And we lived there for 4 days. And then we moved here. See, we had that in. That's what you get when you're buying stuff. Your, your ancestors. But that's what you get when your ancestors leave you stuff. So I just had to say that means a lot to me and to people who moms had left them houses. And then for some reason you don't want to pay that mortgage and then you lose a house. It's a blessing, I'm telling you. This day and age, it is a blessing. And a lot of people have filed bankruptcy. I see it, I'm looking. Guess what? After that bankruptcy is over with in 7 years or whatever, keep your house. Don't let nobody come and try to pay you a little bit of money for that house. I don't care if it's $10,000. Keep your house. You got a roof over your head till you kick the bucket. Keep your house. Keep your land. Keep it. Very valuable. Very valuable. Prepare for hard times. Eating that pork chop every day, you're sick. Then you have to change your diet. You see your life hanging on the edge of a mountain. Barely on the edge. finna fall. Then you want to change from eating that pork chop. And all you had to do was change that pork chop. Get you some chicken. Bake you some chicken or anything you want to do with that chicken besides fried. And you would have been fine. Stay out of trouble. What kind of snacks do y'all desire? What kind of snacks y'all like? I know I talked about my M&M. That's my snack, but I'm gonna start making my own. What's your name? Make sure I'm reading it right. Miss Quita Harris. Quita Harris. How you doing today? How you doing? This your first time on my channel, or you been on here before? Thank you. Have you been on my channel before, or this your first time? Or second, or third? Oh, lovely. Well, where are you from? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. My channel has been shared so many times. It is a blessing. It is. It has grown from like that. That's nothing. It has. Now you come back. Oh, you're in India. Oh, well, you'll be getting my subscription. You know, when I come on, whenever you can. And I always bring it to my attention. You have a nice day. Where's in India? So, what kind of snack do y'all like? Anybody want to talk? Oh, I'm not going to say that because other people are on here. But thank you. Not to be rude. I don't think I'm supposed to tell my age. I don't even put that on social media, you know. My age, I don't even put that on there. On my birthday, but I don't even put the year. You put the year, then people know your age. Not to be rude. Oh my God, you 11 years old, baby. This right here is a adult channel, baby. I'm sorry. Look at my face. I done got mad. I'm sorry. Y'all excuse my face. Let me get myself together. Just hold on. Oh, Lord. Now I'm back. My serious face. Baby, this is an adult channel. Now, just like I tell everybody else that come on here as a child, you be careful, because there's a lot of crazy folks out there. I hope you know good from bad, sweetie. So, I asked you, what's your favorite snack? You gonna turn right around and ask me my favorite snack? You sure you 11? So, I asked that for a reason. If y'all have money, in the United States, I don't know how much it is anywhere else. And I know it's different prices according to what city you in the United States. The reason why I asked about y'all snacks is because if you have a little bit of money, you can purchase a gigantic ice cream and have ice cream day. That's why I asked that. I've done it. I had a big ice cream bowl here and now. If you go back and watch some of those shorts, I've done it. I have some in a wood bowl, some in a pink bowl, some in this color bowl. I do that. That's why I was asking, what is, what's y'all snack? What kind of snacks do y'all like? What's your favorite snack? And y'all won't tell me. Y'all turn right around and ask me the same question I'm asking y'all. And this is not the time for family to break up. It's not going to get any better. Okay. But, yeah. So the name of this topic today is be careful how you treat humans or people. Y'all can like, comment, share. I would appreciate it if y'all would share. That would also help my channel. Chocolate and vanilla. So just in case if y'all don't know, I did a short where I had the little white thing on my eyes right before this. It's in that section. I did it today. Today is September the 15th. Okay. It's for dry eyes. I said I was going to do a video on it, and I got relaxed, and I did a post and said I wasn't going to do it. And I didn't do it. But I did it today. And so it's on there, and I showed y'all how it look, and it wraps around my head, and it's heat. I can put it outside. I don't want to put it in the microwave. I can put it in the air fryer, in the oven on low heat, and it'll do what it needs to do. It's very relaxing, very soothing. It takes away all that dry eyes. And the eye doctor told me that, and that was $12. So y'all go back and y'all look at that short. It was today with the white little thing on my eyes. How I take care of my eyes. That's what I was saying. How do I take care of my eyes? That's what it is. Go back and look at that. See, when y'all watch my shorts, y'all gonna learn something. Yes. Oh, you gonna share it? You gonna share my video? Thank you. Okay, this is Rocky. I like my ice cream like I like my ladies vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. Now look here. Ain't nobody ask you what kind of ladies you like, what colors you like. That's your business. And I also did a short on the gas today too. Y'all go look at that if y'all already have it. I'm pretty sure y'all like it. I'm going to do another video, not today, but it will be for tomorrow. I already know what I'm going to do for tomorrow. And I can't tell y'all. Y'all have to go look at it and figure out what it is for yourself. Well, I have a phone call coming in at 2 for 30 minutes. Something I got to tend to. Not going to say what that is. It's important to me. This is my learning. And I've been on here 25 minutes. Almost 26. And I believe Jacob. Good morning, good evening. Where you from? Ooh, I got a whole bunch of Hoyts. Where you from? How old are you? I would like it if you would subscribe. Norway, how old are you? Can you subscribe? That's England. Subscribe. How old are you? Okay, that's good. Thank you. But how old are you? You don't want to tell me. How old are you? So, oh, okay. Never mind. So you're in England, Norway? Is that in England? Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna be replacing it. Well, huh. But I like to say this on my lives because someone said, why is my head covered? You know, it's always covered. And my hair is done. Well, to be nice, it's always going to be covered. Yep. That's just how I am. That's just how I roll. Not to be rude, and I start to say that just as sweetly as I could. Okay, Renee. You got that new gospel CD title. Just listen, huh? Y'all too much for me. Y'all gone y'all stuff. Well, I'm gonna get off this thing. I have done my 30 minutes. One time today, and this is my second time today with my 30 minutes. That's what I'll be pushing for. And who knows, maybe later, maybe it'll get to be more. You know, it's like the more people that you get, the crazier it gets. I have to deal with that. But I can deal with it. I'm strong. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Don't let this be y'all last time. Y'all come back. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.